regular 699, the regular number. I ain't even got your 216 number in my phone no more.
That's the 21. That's the number. That 678 number don't work. What's up, y'all? Come on in. We live, Greg, but we can keep going. You see, I got the ticker going. I wish I could make it bigger.
Okay.
Is ASAP Rocky gonna be innocent or guilty or what? Y'all, we on here. AG, we can keep talking. AG, what was we saying? Yeah, you gotta call the 216 number, Greg.
Man.
Yeah, that other number, it finally just died. Like all the way. I still got the phone, but I gotta order it and I'm out to, all type of stuff. Right. Shana, what's up? Hey, look, y'all, I'm gonna let all the rest of the gang get in here before I tell y'all about the song. But we gotta talk about this ASAP stuff. And y'all know Greg was getting us in trouble with YouTube with all that cussing he was doing, so we gonna chill.
That's funny.
YouTube said Greg was cussing too much. I said, I got him, man. I take care of him.
Bro.
That's what it was, though, Greg. You was calling the wrong number. Like the live. Thank you, Lauren. Like the live. Hey, True. True in the building. Y'all see we got a little ticker at the bottom? I wish it was a little bigger, but F it. What's up, Ayana? We got Ayana came in hot. What's up, Ayana? That's the lunchtime crowd. We get it in on lunchtime, Greg.
Absolutely.
The lunch
crew
is
the best to talk about, bro.
I even got a lot of my Spotify listeners coming to the live show. They said they love the live show. They like the live show better than the regular show. You see the ticker, Felix? See, this is all the stuff I was working on. When I get a day off, I get to work and learn stuff. Hey, y'all, Amy. Hey, y'all, let me put this up here. Hey, Ayana. Everybody shout out to Amy. She figured out how to like the live and share it, y'all. So let's give Amy some credit. Amy doing big things now. And cut the music. We can't stop the music, but we had to stop the music. So Greg.
Yes, sir.
Let's So what you want to do? You was calling the wrong number. Y'all in a minute, we in a business meeting, so y'all catching it. Hey, look at the chat blowing up. Everybody coming in for lunchtime. Hey, Greg. So that's all it was. But see, that's why it'd be easier if I just let it work through you. I mean, we'll figure the phone thing out, but I already know what dude doing, and I can just tell you what we want to do and what the budget is. But that's all that happened. I was waiting on you to call me, and it was Sunday.
Man, I was calling the number that I text you from. I just hit that number, so that number ain't no longer the number.
No, it's still my number, but that phone died. See, y'all, Greg just think that Greg just think when you just text back like back in the 1990s, it just automatically go to the same phone number. But now we got iClouds, and so you could be texting one number, but that don't mean you calling that number.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
So y'all, we had some big business going on yesterday. I ain't hear from Greg. He ain't hear from me. And him and the other guy was calling me and texting me, and no answer. But they was calling and texting the wrong phone. That's that's the Flow Show, no filter. We every now and then we try to keep it tight, but every now and then, we F up.
I'm thinking you didn't talk. I'm thinking everything is done. I'm like, okay, because I did a group chat. I even put
oh sure. Hey, Greg, group chat at a bad phone.
I'm talking to the we chatted the wrong everything, bro. Because I'm just sitting in the text. I'm how we normally correspond. That's how I was corresponding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I.
So what I'm gonna do
makes
is,
sense.
hold on, Greg. I'm about to text you right now while we live. I'm just gonna say yo, and I'm gonna see, or two. I'm gonna see where that goes, and if you can text me right back on that, that should be me. But I just text you too. So
Right,
we had that out the way, y'all. We had a little misunderstanding. We missing 4 likes, y'all. We missing 4 likes. Somebody like the live so we can get started. Like the live, share the live. Me and Greg had a little miscommunication over the weekend, but it's all Apple's fault with these raggedy phones. And the phone, ain't nothing wrong with the phone when you look at it, but it won't stay charged. And it won't even charge up. So I don't know. Luckily, I got like 4 phones, but I'm in the game.
Bro. This is totally different because this is like whatever, bro.
You got it. So did you get that text I sent you?
I got the text, but this ain't what we've been on. Is my point.
See, you know and that's what I'm saying. This probably, you know what happened, Greg? Probably when I was calling you, it probably showed up in your phone as the same, like it was just the same number, but it wasn't because that phone you talking about, I ain't even been able to use it in 3-4 days.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, because it died on me. It completely died about 4-5 days ago, 3-4-5 days, something like that, like Thursday.
Bro, the last thing I got from you was Sunday at 5:56 saying that I called you by mistake, bro. That's the last.
Okay, and that was from the phone I just hit you with. The other phone didn't work.
Oh, well,
thanks for sharing the link, Ayana.
All right, man. We'll talk about it.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
What you got on the docket, Greg?
You want to talk? What you want to talk? You want to talk Jay-Z? You want to talk All-Star Game? What you want to do?
We did Jay-Z and All-Star kind of heavy. We can. Let's go to the chat. Where y'all want to start at? I want to start wherever the chat want to start at. We got
what you got to say about the Jay-Z Bucks beat?
We did it for 2 hours.
I saw an hour.
No, we're gonna talk about it. I just want to see if it's something else that they want to get to first. But we're gonna talk about that.
I got something juicy. Go
ahead. And then I go start off with what you got juicy, Greg, and then I'll go to the chat and see what they want to talk about.
All right. So allegedly, let's put that out there first. Mm-hmm. Have you heard that Obama and Michelle might be heading the divorce court?
I've been hearing that for months and months now. But when I was believing it when I was hearing it anyway, and so I guess it's picking up steam now, but I've been hearing that for months and months.
Man, well, I must have been in the dark because
no, you can touch on it. No, it ain't because it's really been, me, I be just deep diving in certain stuff. It ain't really been like in the public, but I got a couple of little blogs that I followed that kind of brought my attention to it. And then when stuff happened where I'm gonna give you when I really knew something wasn't right, I had already known about it, right? But then when Trump was elected, on his inauguration, Michelle Obama didn't go to it with Barack. And I think I talked about this on my podcast. I said, or I might have made a post, but I said, they framing it as she not going because of Trump. But Greg, and everybody in this chat know Michelle was always on Barack's side. I don't care where they was going. And so I had already been hearing the little rumors and rumbles, and I just had put them in my back pocket. But then when she didn't go to the inauguration and the media was trying to say she wasn't going because she didn't want to support Trump, I was like, I don't know about that, because the Michelle that I knew, and the Michelle and Obama Barack situation couple, as I know it, she would always been there with Barack, no matter if Trump or whoever else was becoming the president. So go ahead. But that's when my antennas start going up a little bit like, wait a minute. Yeah, I see a lot of smoke. It might be some fire.
You know, when my antenna went up, I almost bought into the the Michelle not going to Trump's inauguration. But you know what threw me for a loop is when she didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral. That one threw me for a loop.
Yeah. I remember that too.
Yeah, that one threw me for a loop. And then they're saying, I see it in the chat too. This is because I went into a rabbit hole a little bit on it, right? Because I'm like,
right,
what these? I mean, anything's possible, but I'm thinking these two gonna ride off into and it's. I mean, you know, like I said, allegedly, because it might not be true, but like you said, if there's some smoke, if there's fire, if there's a smoke, there's probably a little fire. But man, they're saying Barack and Jennifer Aniston. And then I went on the pages, man. I went on Barack's page, Michelle's page, and it ain't too many photos of them like over the past like 6 months to a year together. I'm like, this ain't making a lot of sense right here. Something must be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Greg. I like I said, I just, you know, until I get some like hardcore evidence on that type of news, I really don't run with it. But I saw this. I've been on to this Barack and Michelle. I've been paying attention to this for maybe about 4 months now. It's been a while. But it didn't kick up steam in my mind until she didn't go to the inauguration. And then, like you said, also the Jimmy Carter thing. And then there was other examples around that same time where we saw them separate in situations that we never saw them separated before. And then, so then when all that comes into play, now I'm looking at the pictures and then now the body language don't look right. You know, shoot, this ain't nothing. Hey, look, if Barack and Michelle end up getting
it's life.
A divorce or whatever, it won't be the first couple to ever get a divorce in the world. So it ain't like, you know, anybody putting them down. But what I'm saying is everybody done been through breakups, divorce, and this and that. And you can read body language in them pictures where you be like, where it's like something ain't right. And so I don't know if y'all saw that most recent picture with Michelle and him at where were they at, a Valentine's Day or something. And if that was me and my woman, I would be like, she ain't really happy right now. That's just my thought.
I don't like the body language. And to be honest with you, low key, I don't know any other presidents. I mean, I'm thinking right here, right now, that have had a divorce. I don't know unless it was like back in the day, but most presidents have never divorced, you know, their spouse. I can't recall anyone ever doing that. So it would almost be like the first. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was some, you know, it may have happened in the past. I've never heard of it happening. So that's kind of what how did they get to the point where, you know, divorce? Now, low key, bro, I have had a long lasting crush on Jennifer Aniston, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? She always been like that one that I've always had a crush on, and I never understood why. I mean, you know, she's cute, but she ain't just like drop dead gorgeous or anything. It's something about her though that has always had me kind of curious. You know, like, man, Jennifer Aniston. But the thing about Jennifer Aniston, she ain't been able to really keep a man. Every man she done had.
I was waiting for you to get to that part. Where's Greg going with this?
She ain't never held on to a man, bro. Like some female come in and swoop her dude up every single time. Brad Pitt, the singer, you know, she can't hold a man down for whatever reason, to the point where, you know, it's common knowledge. People talk about it all the time. So, you know, Barack, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, it's tough, but like I said, one thing about it, I have been hearing it, and now it's starting to look believable. I can say that. I was skeptical at first, but then I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes, it's you know, because worst case scenario, if it wasn't true, they would have kiboshed that in a big way. You know, that's their marriage, their kids. You know, got to run around seeing that all over the blogs, all over the internet. It's not like Barack and Michelle to just let the smoke continue to simmer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some got to be wrong, bro. I don't know what, but I'm believing some ain't right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I see some smoke for sure. It don't seem. Hey, look, I can tell you this, Greg. It ain't the Barack and Michelle relationship that I'm accustomed to seeing.
That's my
point.
I know
that for sure.
That's my point.
I can stand 11 toes on that.
Yeah, that's my point right there, bro. That's what I mean. Somebody would have stepped up to old Barack and Michelle and would have been like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. I don't know where y'all got that from. And they're unless they're just like, you know, we don't care what nobody say. We together, y'all will see it, you know, and believe it when y'all see it and believe it. But we ain't divorcing, you know. They not saying nothing.
Yeah. Hey, look, and FYI for the chat, I definitely know how to say Barack. I'm just from Cleveland and we run words. So you just y'all got to deal with that. But if anybody walking this earth don't know his name, Barack Obama, then they need to get help.
What happened?
No, I had said I was talking real fast, and I think they think I said Barry or something. I don't know, but I was like, no, I know how to say Barack. And the funny thing is, Greg, do you know that when Barack announced that he was going to be president, you know, nobody knew who he was, right? And and one of his things he did in Georgia, I actually went to it, and I got a T-shirt with his picture on it and stuff. But it was only like, man, it was about 50, maybe 20 of us there when Barack Obama was announced that he was running for president. It was like 20 people there that he was preaching to, and I was one of them.
I didn't believe
it. Hey, look, when I had a big, you know how Atlanta do everything, they overdo everything. I had a picture with Obama head from the top of my neck all the way down to my belly. Like, that's how big his head was on the picture. And everybody used to be like, who the hell is that? And I was like, this the dude running for president. People was like, man, they ain't about to let no black man be president. I remember everybody was taking a dump on me. And then, who would have knew?
Listen.
2 years later,
I didn't believe it either, bro. You know when I believed it, and I kind of started paying attention, is when he went into Iowa and won that caucus. When he won that Iowa caucus, I was like, "Oh, it's up." You know? Yeah, we might have something here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Nobody knew about no Barack, man. And then that Democratic, I think it was their conference or something. And he had the one speech that was kind of like his coming out party. He made a speech that everybody was like, "Oh, okay," you know, he might be the one. You know what I'm saying?
But look, yeah, for real. But hey, Greg, I know y'all want to get to it. We gotta get to this for Greg because he missed the early show. Your boy Busby in trouble, man.
Man, the thing about Bugsby, I don't know if Bugsby's playing the long game. That's what I'm thinking.
But listen, go ahead.
No, I get it. He messing around with a billionaire, so it ain't like it's easy breezy. But why you think he might be in trouble?
Well, I'm just saying he went hard, and it was like basically a slam dunk dismissal. He went hard. It didn't even make it to trial, and then he said that he didn't vet it. He said he got it from another lawyer. So that looked bad, especially when it leads to being dismissed. So I'm just saying if it was Greg Busby, if it wasn't Tony Busby, if it was Greg Busby, and you've been hooping and hollering about this thing, and you bringing on all these accusations, and the one as far as the biggest one that gets seen, it's a dismiss. It didn't even go to trial, and you say, "Oh, he cleared his name." Man, that don't look good for you, Greg Busby. They're gonna be looking at your cases a little harder now. That's all I'm saying. He just made it 100 times harder on himself now.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that he didn't even vet it himself. That's the part I think people not realize. It's one thing to not vet it yourself and then you still come out on top. The old saying, no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? But when you take a serious case like that and throw out those accusations, no matter what happened in the back office, because let's say behind the scenes, let's just throw this out there. Let's say behind the scenes, Jay-Z and Busby worked out a deal, right? Let's say that happened. Let's throw out that scenario. Let's say behind the scenes, they worked out a deal, whatever. It still hurts Busby credibility. It don't do nothing but help Jay-Z, but it hurts Busby credibility to know that we've been, us, you, and everybody included, been hooping and hollering and doing everything we can to stand behind them. And then a case of this nature too. This is nasty. So a case of this nature just gets dismissed and no money and no nothing. Now that's just be, I look at it as if it was me or you. If I do that, people gonna look at my stuff different going forward. It's just like anything else. Hey, look, he was Teflon. He ain't Teflon no more. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, attorneys, they don't, they can't win every case, right? And I understand he had to bow out, and I'm pretty sure he made that decision, based on a lot of different, things, right? So I just think in this world with these individuals that we're talking about, yeah, he might have lost the fight, but I just think it's a bigger war going on behind the scenes that we don't really know about. And right, if he does go after Jay-Z for whatever in the future, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to have credibility because of this. But at the end of the day, if he has something behind the scenes that we don't know about in regards to a Jay-Z, Busby ain't really caring about what we're thinking about in regards to his reputation. That's cemented, solid. You know what I'm saying? It's just, he ain't that type of dude that's I just can't believe he's worried about, what the public is thinking about him, like, not going
he is worried because he does worry about the public because he turned his comments off on Instagram.
Oh, so, you
don't do that unless you're worried about public. So we can say he worried about public.
Well, he don't like losing.
Comments off.
You know what I'm saying? He don't like losing, and he probably understand what's gonna come behind the fact that he lost and who he lost against. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, and like you say, the war is ongoing.
Right.
I don't know who's gonna win the war. I ain't saying that. My statement, I'm gonna say it again, is he made things 10 times harder going forward. I don't think it's no disputing that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
No, he got some hoops. He got some.
He got some. Just like if it was Jay-Z, if the shoes on the other foot, and Jay-Z came out that he was lying or whatever, and in case the judge slammed the gavel on, I would say the same thing. Hey, your role your role is rough now, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say, well, Jay-Z been known to come back. Yeah, that's true. But as of right now, as we sit right here on this Lunch Crew Live, one person is looking better than they were before this weekend, and one person is looking worse than they were before this weekend. Now, how they react, how they come back to that, I don't even know. But I just know that now, when a Jay-Z victim come and try to say something about Jay-Z, it's going to be a lot of side eyes. And I ain't saying that's right. I'm just saying that's what I hate about doing this. I hate that, whether it's dismissed, whether somebody lying, I'm not there. I can't say why or what. So I'm just saying, fact remains, whether it's dismissed or whether somebody lying or whatever, I know how hard that makes the next person's journey. Because now, when somebody come out talking about Jay-Z did this or did that, do you know what type of mountain they got to climb now? That's all I'm saying. Like, it's about to be hard to get people to listen unless you got to have. I'm talking about Jay-Z. I ain't talking about Diddy. I'm talking about Jay-Z. You're going to have some hardcore evidence. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have some hardcore evidence to get that thing through this time. Whereas before, most people, besides that pocket of people that don't want to believe any victim, but now that next person come, people are going to be like, until they see the proof. So we'll see. I just hate that, man. Because watch when the next one comes. Because they're going to come. That don't mean it ain't going to be more victims. Just watch how that road is now.
So my thinking though is, I think Bugsby, like I said, I think he playing the long game. And although Jay-Z, the case is done, he still put a mark on his armor, right? 20 million had to be spent. I think that's what they said it was, 20 million.
He lost 20 million.
He lost all contracts and stuff. Right, yeah. Contracts. People kind of starting to look at although Bugsby's, jacket is sullied a little bit, he made sure that Jay-Z's was sullied too, right? Mm-hmm. So now in the future, Jay-Z, he might not be the one to be messed with, right? Because he does have so much money and he does have so many relationships with the ones who can make it ugly for you. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's in a lot of them back rooms that Diddy wasn't ever in, in those type of rooms. Jay-Z has always kind of had his, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and he's always seemed to make the better relationships, out in the world more so than, our boy, the Diller, So Jay-Z may be done. It might be a wrap. It might be over. He might go down as the Teflon, but he still got that jacket, blemished a little bit, because anytime somebody says you didn't rape somebody.
Oh, yeah. You got to be careful with your word. I told y'all, didn't I tell you, they called me about Greg's language. You the trigger words, you can't say those.
Oh, you can't say the trigger words. Got it. But anyway,
R word, all them kind of words. But anyway, go ahead, Greg. I know it's hard. We getting used to it. Right.
So
the thing is, and let me be clear, I'm not saying it's over with. I'm just saying where we stand right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing past anybody because Tony Busby didn't get to where he is by laying down. You know what I'm saying? Neither did Jay-Z. So this reminds me of like either a baseball or a basketball championship series. You know what I'm saying? We might be at like 2-1 right now. You know what I mean? For real. We might be, Jay-Z might be up 2-1 on Busby right now, heading back to his home floor. And so now all we can do is play the waiting game to see what's the next play. You know?
Yeah, because it's a whole case that's ahead of us, and we don't know what might come from that case.
Yeah, we don't know nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, one thing I can't say what's gonna happen next. All I can say is what's happening now and what I saw. But as far as what's happening next, I don't know. But I know one thing. I just know human nature, and I know Busby got an ego, so I'm sure he is putting together another tightening his ship up, I guess I could say. And whatever he do come with next, I think he's gonna make sure it's ironclad.
Yeah, he don't like losing.
Mm-mm.
You know, he don't like losing. So
and he looking back. That's what I said. So sometimes, not you though, but I'm just saying sometimes in general, people mistake you calling what's going on in front of you as like the end all be all. Like, nah, ain't. I don't know. This thing been going, like I said from the beginning, it's like a heavyweight match.
I love it.
It is. Like you think Busby got it all under control, then here come Jay-Z. Then you think Jay-Z got it all under control, then here come Busby. We've been there already. This thing been a seesaw. But the one person who ain't had a seesaw effect is Diddy. It just been all lights out for Diddy now.
And I seen Jay-Z's response, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really see the chest as poked out as the first response. I see this one being a little bit more carefully calculated, because I think they know who they dealing with on the other end as well.
So, it's
yeah,
like when you see two bears fight.
Right.
No matter who wins, the winner gonna be messed up. Whoever lose, but the winner ain't coming out looking like roses. I sit back and I went down too many animal fight rabbit holes on YouTube. And when them bears fight, bruh, the person who wins be having both his shoulder blades hanging off.
Right.
You wonder how he's still alive.
And you know what? The thing I like about Jay-Z, though, is he be making. Have you heard about his new, move that he's making?
What's the new?
He always got his hands into something that's going to, make a monumental, hit in the industry. So, Jay-Z has partnered with a South Korean platform. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about that, and then I saw somebody retweet and say something to it. Yeah, but I didn't get into it. What's going on?
So he's partnering with a South Korean platform to allow fans to invest in music royalties. So Jay-Z and Roc Nation has teamed up with a South Korean music fintech platform, allowing fans the opportunity to earn money from the songs they stream. Okay. That's a game changer, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just like he did, what's the music platform that he started? It's kind of like that that type of
Tidal.
deal. Yeah, Tidal. It's similar to that, but the royalties that you get from your music is going to allow your everyday streamer to potentially, make money.
Okay.
So
that's smart.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Smart. I have to admit, that's smart.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the difference between a Jay-Z and a Diddy. Not to say that Diddy wasn't, Diddy did what he did to make the kind of money that he made, but it wasn't anything innovative. You know what I'm saying? It was basic stuff, liquor, and music, but not even really music to a certain degree, right? He never did close. That was hit and miss. Sean John was here for a second and then it was gone. But all of them kind of did that, even Jay-Z. But when it comes to like keeping up with, where things is going in the world, Jay-Z seems like the only one who kind of does that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Hey, that's a real good point. Hey, Greg. What's look how all our viewers and our lunch crew getting with it. Amy says, "Oh, he wants to play with my." See, look at Amy censoring her stuff. Then he fall on. Dang, way to go, Amy! They got us all censored on this YouTube crap.
Right.
Look, even Amy censoring her comments. I appreciate that.
We got it. It's kind of like how we do in the fraternity. Like, we got it. We don't say we eliminate the C's and use K's.
Okay, right. The Laker, because your name was Magic. With the Lakers fan, right? And they use, instead of a C, they use the K, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we got a talking code, y'all. But the thing is, what I like is we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. We just got to be careful with some of the words. So that's all. But like you said, Greg, we got to have our own little language. But to be honest, that is what made me popular, was because I had to use all those code words and phrases and nicknames on TikTok, and that's where all my most famous stuff came from. Like, I say I don't like it because you couldn't even really swear on TikTok, so I just had to say I don't like it emphatically,
right?
And I made that a thing. And then you can't really talk about people, so I would just say Mohawk Diddy, or you can't say certain words, so instead of a deal, I say a deal Diddy instead of the toy. So I ain't mad. I don't mind talking in code. It kind of make everything fun anyway. Because like I said, I don't think if I didn't have to talk in code on TikTok, y'all might not even know me. Because all them nicknames and wrong words I twisted up on purpose, that kind of like made me popular. So at the end of the day, it is.
Look at We Them Boys.
Would you say what?
I said, look at We Them Boys.
Hey, look at We Them Boys. I like We Them Boys because he be working so much that he can't be with us all the time. But when he come through, he come through. Everybody say what's up to We Them Boys. We Them Boys gonna come through when he gets some time. I appreciate you. But yeah, so y'all, we got talking a little cold, but it's all good. We know what we saying.
Right. So, hey man, I just had a conversation over the weekend about a couple trips, right? And it's become a little, because man, I don't, they trying to book tickets and this and that, and I'm holding it up because, bro, I am so scared to fly now, bro. I was the type who had to take medication before I got on the plane. I had to, it's a whole thing, bro. I had to, prepare myself the night before. When I get on the plane, it's crazy, man. So now everybody kind of mad at me because I won't pull the trigger on these plane tickets, man. I'm terrified, bro. Terrified. Where you go? I think, Flo, you stuck. Where you go? Hold on, y'all. Let me bring them back to the stage. Yeah, I think you froze, Lauren. You're gonna have to come down and come back up. There you go. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's just the Wi-Fi.
Right. I was just talking about these.
You was holding it down though.
Yeah. I was talking about everybody mad at me in the household because I can't make a decision on these plane tickets, bro. Because I'm terrified of flying. I was already terrified, like I was telling the chat. Man, I had to get medicine. I had to prepare myself the night before I get on the plane. It's a mess, bro. Telling you, it's a mess. And now they like, well, it's a million planes, flying around every day, all day. I'm like, but yeah, I get it, but who's to say it might that one particular day could be
right? Because it only take that one.
Yeah,
and you can't do nothing about it.
So you seen the plane crash in Toronto, right?
Yeah, we talked about that on the earlier show. That's how y'all know. Y'all know Greg is a true family member because he talked about everything we talked about on the show like he was on the show. We talked about that in great lengths and said basically what you said because I've been talking about be careful on these planes since since November, December on the podcast.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
I was like, y'all, if you don't have to, stay off a plane. I said that in December. So now we are headed to March. And I said this today, Greg, on the show. In the morning crew, y'all remember. I got a friend. She is, I've been knowing her since we were kids. She's been a airline flight attendant for, man, I would say 15 to 20 years, bro, at least. Right. And she was one of them ones, when that's your job, she don't think twice about flying. Like she never cared, never. I don't care what other scares we had. I used to talk to her. She'd always be like, man, I fly so much. I don't even think about none of that stuff, right? Man, why this yesterday? She posted for the first time, y'all, I'm scared to fly.
Oh no, see that.
And she ain't never said that. And I ain't gonna put her out there, but she fly for one of the big dogs.
See.
And she ain't never said this. Even let's say 10 years ago, or different times we might have had little scares. I'll be talking to her like, that don't bother you. She'd be like, no, like never an ounce of fear. And yesterday she just posted, I'm scared to fly for the first time, y'all. I said, dang.
You know what, bro? And let me just pose this to the chat and to you.
Go ahead.
So, when I was younger, not to say I'm old or anything, chat, but when I was younger, I did not, it's almost like the fear of flying snuck up on me. Like I didn't have no fear of flying back in the day when, because I used to fly back and forth from school to home, no fear. And then all of a sudden, man, it snuck up on me and I couldn't get away from it. I've been scared to death for at least a decade of flying, bro. At least 10 years. Man, I see it sounds like I'm just being a little nonchalant about it, but bro, it's a thing. I'm telling you, it's fights in the house right now amongst family members because I'm holding up the trips.
Oh, because you don't want to fly.
Because I don't want to fly, bro.
Well, when you went to Miami, you flew, right?
Scared to death.
Okay. Oh, it was one of those two. I get you. No, I get you.
Yeah, bro.
I get you because the thing is, once that fear get in you, it don't just go nowhere.
Right.
Because now it's there. You like, man, this is we thousands of millions of miles up in the air. If any little thing go wrong, it's over.
Man, I be having some of the craziest thoughts in my head up in the air flying, bro. If I could just let you in my mind when we on that plane, you would be like, man, let this dude off this plane, man. But that's not the only fear. You know the other fear that I have, bro, is deer. Hitting a deer.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, bro. That fear right there, man. Ooh-wee. I don't even like driving at night, man. And where I live at, like it might be some deer in my backyard right now. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
So they're everywhere, man. So every time I'm driving at night, that fear is right there in the forefront of my brain, man. So I'm looking around. I got my high beams on. I don't even need to be driving at night for real, man. To be honest with you, because I'm so scared that a deer is gonna jump out and it's gonna be lights out. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah,
I
man.
feel you know I used to live in an area with those deers and stuff too, so I know what you talk about, especially on them back roads.
Right.
When they could just jump out and there's really nothing you could do about it.
But I know we was talking about the plane crash, bro. But did you see it? How it happened, man?
Yeah.
They landed regular, and then next thing you know, the plane is upside. Can you imagine?
All I'll be thinking is, I'm glad we're on the ground and let somebody done put a missile in us or something, flipped us over. But I'll be glad I'm on the ground. But they said they were hanging like bats.
Like bats. That's crazy, man.
That's crazy, bro.
So yeah, bro.
Like bats.
Yeah, hanging like bats. That's what they said, bro.
My bank account gonna be hanging too after I get through with that airline.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't gonna have to do nothing for the rest of my life but hang like a bat.
Right.
Be like, they gonna come in the house and say, "Why Flo upside down? He got 100 million."
Right.
He just right. Upside down.
Man, so how many
passengers? With y'all just hanging like a bat.
How many passengers was it?
That's crazy, bro.
How many passengers was it? 80?
I didn't get the exact amount of passengers, but it didn't look like a tiny plane, did it?
No, it looked pretty decent sized plane.
Decent size, yeah. I don't know. Anybody see in the chat? Anybody know how many? Oh man, Shauna just brought up that turbulence. I had to go back to that real quick. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, the right amount of turbulence will make anybody look crazy on the plane. You ever had so much turbulence you start looking at strangers for comfort?
Bro, I didn't have so much turbulence where I had tears. I had tears, bro. Tears. When I came back from Jamaica to Atlanta, that flight from Jamaica to Atlanta, it was so much turbulence, bro. I thought it was over. I literally had tears in my eyes, man.
I believe it. It can get like that.
Yeah, man. Speaking of crying,
like, how we gonna stay in the air with all this turbulence?
Yeah, man. Like, can somebody in the chat or can you tell me what is turbulence? What is it? Just somebody, just tell me what it is, bro.
Something that's scared.
I don't know.
Take out of Greg. Hey, look, Shauna do like me. She said she looked to see if the flight attendants are panicking. Yeah, if they start panicking, that's when it's time to jump out the window.
Right, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. But if they look normal, then I'll look normal.
Yeah.
Even though you like this, you be like. Then you start looking around. Do you feel this? You feel what I feel? Why am I the only one looking crazy?
You don't want to look at me. You don't want to look at me.
You want to scare somebody.
You gonna be trying to grab the mask. You look at me because
there you go, Greg. Mini Me got you together on the turbulence. Turbulence is a weather phenomenon that occurs when an aircraft encounters disturbed air, causing bumps and shakes and tears from Greg.
Wow. Never knew that, bro. That's crazy. So it's disturbed air. Wow.
Go around the disturbed air.
Yeah, like I thought it was the clouds or something. So it's
that's what you would
air. You thought it was the clouds too?
I'm saying that's what you would think. I did kind of notice, like, it seemed like when we be by clouds, where it's like when I see the clouds, smoke or whatever, the cloud, whatever, when I see that is normally when I see turbulence. So I kind of did think it was like tied together somehow.
Well, that's kind of crazy what Shauna just said, because that's the equivalent. Like you hitting bumps on the road, it's bumps in the air.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, they don't got them bumps that them craters we got in East Cleveland in the air. Because them things will take a wing off. We got some serious craters and bumps in the road in East Cleveland. That some of them, hey, look, sometimes they done pulled over and half a person car be in there. And they gotta get the jaws of life to get them out of there.
Man, that's
we
crazy.
Got terrible roads.
So I seen Kanye crying again.
What Kanye crying about now?
Because he done sold all them shirts and won't nobody print them for him.
Wow. Oh, that's what he was talking about when he said won't nobody when he said something about his shirts. I thought he was talking about because he couldn't sell them. I didn't know he was saying because won't nobody press them up.
Nobody will press them up for him, bro. So he done sold shirts and can't get nobody to print them.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is, he can't just go to anybody like we can because I'm sure he got 1 million orders.
Right.
Or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it like that, he only got a certain amount of press up people he can use.
Right.
So but at this point, somebody gonna be as loudmouth as Kanye. Why don't he should have all that equipment?
Nah, man, he ain't got that kind of equipment.
Well, I'm just saying going forward, he might need to get it.
Yeah, if he gonna be doing this kind of craziness, absolutely. He needs to just get a whole warehouse because ain't nobody messing with Kanye.
And hold on. Look at Mini Me. Mini Me be having some I'm gonna go to Lauren too, but real quick. Lauren says Ye made $40 million off those shirts. And of course, they took his site down. Ayana said they took his site down, sure did. But somebody said Bianca exposing them, Greg. Mini Me said that.
What's she doing? That? Yeah,
Mini Me, fill us in on that. Fill us in on Bianca supposed to be exposing Kanye. I didn't hear about that.
I wonder what she exposed them for.
Mini Me, put us in the chat. What's going on? Or anybody that know what's going on between Bianca and Kanye, please throw it in the chat so we can start talking about it. I didn't know that, man.
So it might be true that they might really be divorcing for real, right?
It might be true.
If she doing some exposing, she probably setting up for the payday. the walk away payday.
You've been reading this book before, I'm crazy.
Oh yeah, I didn't had some walk away paydays.
Hey, look, Greg said she's setting them up for the big Balboski.
Right. Yeah.
So what's going on? Anybody heard? Let's see what they said. Because I didn't hear nothing about that. Yeah, Kanye has autism. I've heard that. And somebody said Bianca helped Kanye with his autism. There was an article about that. I didn't get to read the article, but it was saying something about Bianca helped Kanye with his autism. But now people are saying that Bianca is about to expose Kanye. So I don't know. I got to see how this ends.
You know what's crazy? So if that is the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the same breath, Kim doing deals with the NBA, with Skims. She just did a deal with Nike with Skims. She killing the game.
Yeah, she is. I saw that.
Yeah, bro. Like you look back, like man, Kanye, you had Bianca, but a billionaire Bianca.
Yeah. She killing it. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
She killing it. And no matter how much, hold Oh, that's another Bianca. My bad. Yeah, I ain't seeing nothing about the Bianca. Mini Me, you got to let us know about that. I don't see nothing on that.
I
don't know. I hope. So what's the next thing? What Kanye gonna do, Greg? What
I think
Kanye, what was the end result about him saying they won't press up his shirts?
Man, he'll people didn't pay it. Either he gonna have to get the money back, or he gonna have to probably go over to China somewhere and go to one of he into fashion. He know where he could probably potentially get it done at. But once again, Kanye gotta be Kanyeing, crying. Yeah. He it's crazy because he create the issue and then cry about the issue afterwards. I'm like, this dude just won't stop, man.
Yeah. Kanye is the definition of sometimes take his phone. Just like me. But see, the only difference between, well, a lot of stuff he say I wouldn't say, but the only difference is Kanye don't have no, maybe I shouldn't say this gene like right now. You know what I mean? You know how like he just what they used to call it diarrhea of the mouth. If it come in his head, he's saying it. And see, when you saying it to 30 million people, it's a little different than just saying it, as a regular person.
He the definition of a human hurricane. He come, tear up everything, and then disappear. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll hear from him for a while, man. He's the definition of a human hurricane, for real.
Somebody, I'd say he got to sell that house. I wouldn't be surprised if he got to sell that house. Hey, look, because he gonna have to do something. He got to get those orders made. Let's get back to that. Right. I've been there. Like, luckily, I ain't had that many orders, but shoot, he got to get them ordered because they're gonna be going after him if he don't get them orders out.
I mean, either that or refund everybody or put how much, I think I seen 40 million off of them. If he did 40 million in t-shirts, man, he need to walk to Japan somewhere and get the Vow t-shirts made for the people that paid 40 million. I just don't understand when you gonna wear that. Like when you gonna wear that shirt? You know what I'm saying? As a regular person. Like, when you gonna do that, bro? You step outside with that shirt on, you're probably going to get beat up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Quickly,
it's
too.
Not shot.
Quickly.
Yeah, man. You got that. That's, I mean,
Amy said Buzz be coming for the shirt orders. Hey, y'all know who happy about all this though, right? The Diddler.
He just like keep the attention off of me.
Keep the attention off of me. Diddler, this is about the most attention off of himself that Diddy has had probably since this case, since the arrest. This is the first time that he's had virtually a week or almost 2 weeks where he is like the back burner story. But he'll make it back to the forefront because they got that Enterprise letter coming out next month. And that Enterprise letter is going to get everybody back talking again. And what Jay-Z is doing, which is smart, is he clearing his name. And I think Jay-Z is hoping he can be 100% clear by the time that Enterprise letter comes. So, because if that Enterprise letter come and it ain't got nothing to do with Jay-Z and Beyonce, which it probably don't, but we don't know, or nothing, none of they people or nothing, then I think Jay-Z gonna think he could kind of go right off into the sunset if he could make it past that. I'm thinking if he clears, if he can clear his slate before that come out, because he really trying to leave it all on Diddy. You know what I mean? He trying to leave all the focus on Diddy and Diddy alone.
I would too.
Exactly. So we'll see how when that Enterprise letter come up, that's gonna be what's gonna recharge this Diddy case. Like once that Enterprise letter come out, that's gonna be way more names named, more witnesses named, and the people who actually helped Diddy do what he did, do whatever he's accused of doing. They all gonna be a part of that letter, and a lot of the people who's supposed to be in that letter already said that they will cooperate. So that letter about to stir up a lot.
You know what, man? I'm just, you know, with the new administration, and they're, bro, if they do everything that they're saying that they're going to do, the world would never be the same. You know, as far as exposure, just opening up and showing us what we've all, you know, everybody wanted to know, like what's going on with the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. assassination. What's going on with the Kennedy's assassination? The letter from Epstein. They're getting ready to expose all of that, bro. The UFOs, all of that. Unless, you know, the higher ups come in and kibosh it, but the higher ups are the ones who said they about to expose it all.
Hey Greg, you turned into a Republican.
No, I'm not, bro.
No, I had to mess with you. No, I had to mess with you, Greg. I had to mess with you because this is so real. You know, I keep it real. Like, I don't hold no punches. Check this out, Greg. The way this world works, you can't even, like, certain people, you can't even say if this thing that Trump do work. You can't even say that. Like they will cast you as a Republican. It's crazy, man. That's why I don't even, I mean, like, you know, we gonna talk about everything, but politics, not what we talking about, but I'm saying like the real political world, man, that world is worse than the dope game. Like, just what you just said, Greg, all you said was it might work, or all you said is if it worked, it's gonna change the world. It's a group of people that will unfollow you for saying that.
Oh, wow.
That's how bad it is, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why I was cracking up when you were saying it. I'm like, it's crazy. You can't even say that to a lot of people, or they're gonna run with it.
Yeah, but man, just imagine, like, what are those same people going to say when it happens?
Nothing. They're gonna run. They don't. That's what they do on this internet, man. They troll you, and then if you right, you just don't never see them again. They just go troll the next person.
That's crazy, man. They don't want to troll us. We the wrong ones to be trying to troll.
Oh yeah, I'm good. If anybody know they've been following me, I'm known for my comment clapbacks. Like, I'm known for that. If I see a little comment, if I catch one, I like to hit a little smart. I've been a smart aleck. I just ain't that type. But if somebody want to troll me, my brain work really fast. My comment come faster. Sometimes my comment come before they comment. It's done loading. I already got my reply.
Right.
But yeah. But you're right though, man. It's crazy. They definitely doing stuff, I'll say, unorthodox. You know what I mean? Like, they going in there and they going all the way against the grain. All I can do is sit back and see what happens. I'm never gonna root with that old people who say don't cut your nose and spite your face. I can't root against them. You know what I mean? This affects us. So I'm sitting back and seeing what the heck happens. You know what I mean?
I can't wait. I'm sure I'm sitting back like exactly how you said. I ain't on either side. I'm just in the middle watching it all, and I can't wait to see what's getting ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I want to fast forward to 4 years, like right now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hey, for real. Hey, look, I'm like, I ain't know. Hey, look, I give whichever one, whether it's the Republicans or the Democrats, I'm on their behind. So to me, it don't make a difference which one it is.
Right.
My job is to be on their behind, no Diddy. So I like to sit back and just watch and observe. Hey, give credit where credit is due. Take away credit where credit ain't due. That's what I do.
Yeah, man. I just was seeing some, man, some more money missing from Biden and them, man. I can't even. I can't.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Greg, a Republican, y'all.
I'm saying. I think Biden and them got some more billions that they did something with, and don't nobody know where. I think it might be Ukraine this time.
Well, we talked about Ukraine. Remember, that was the 100 billion or something.
Yeah,
that came up missing.
So
we talked about that, but I've seen some more money. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. It wasn't Ukraine. It's some more money that they saying was missing. I know they talking about the Social Security, whereas people that's 130 years old getting Social Security right now.
Yeah, that's Elon on their heads about that.
So I'm just watching, y'all.
Yeah, I'm watching too, man. I can't.
Hey, look, Shauna said, stay in the chat says you working for Elon. Yeah, y'all, this the Elon. I knew Elon was gonna infiltrate my movement. No, they say Greg working for Elon.
Yeah. No, I ain't working for Elon, but I'm watching him real closely because he might be the exposer in chief. I want to see what excuse me, not what. I want to see some exposure for sure.
One thing I do hear a lot of people been saying is, where is the vice president? Because we definitely see Elon more than the vice president. Well, I haven't seen the vice president at all. Even Trump was just on like CNN, not CNN, one of those news media channels. And guess, yeah, Elon. Look, the first they were showing Trump and the lady was sitting down talking to him. Then they panned out and Elon was right there. Then they started talking to Elon. I say, hey, love him or hate him, Elon got so much money he gets to just hang with the president, whoever that is. Like Elon got that much money.
Yeah.
Why is he there? Because he got 450 billion.
Yeah, that's why. You can't kick that person out the room typically, right?
I was cracking up. You can't keep him out of the room. I'm like, where is the vice president?
We the boys. Slide the Tesla on over here, man. I'll whip for sure.
Hey, look, y'all. I was one of the first people in America with a Tesla. A lot of fun facts y'all don't know about Flo. Hey, tell them, Greg.
Yeah.
I was one of the first people in America with a Tesla. That's why I always be laughing when I'm just on the news, keeping it real, and then somebody who, let's say, for example, an Elon Musk fan, be like, I think, what you got against Elon? Why you being so hard? I'm like, I don't got nothing against nobody. I'm just talking about stuff, what I see as I see it. But that same person don't even know I was the first one of the first people in America with a Tesla. I knew about Elon Musk when we didn't even know what he looked like.
Facts.
Like I was I follow everything and everybody was going on. So to think I'm against Elon, I'm against whatever's going on that I don't like. That's what I'm against. But I don't take it personal to people or have no personal vendetta against nobody. That's just not even my style. But it's just always funny to me because I'll be reading the comment like, this person don't even know I was one of the first Americans to even support Elon Musk. And I ain't had a baby Tesla. I had the one that cost $100K. The Tesla S, all white. So facts. I'm the last person to say I'm hating on anybody. I actually had a Tesla when nobody had.
We don't even really. No, you're facts. But at the end of the day, we don't even know how. Man, we so real. We don't know how to hate on nobody.
Yeah, I don't know that.
We're just gonna continue to be some some truth tellers. Either you accept it or you don't.
Exactly. I'm hard on myself. You know what I mean? I'm hard on me. So they're still gonna be hard on whoever I'm talking about, or question them or ask questions. But I ain't one of them people that have a personal vendetta or personal feelings against anybody like that. I judge and I give my opinion on what they do or what they're doing at that moment. If I don't like the way Elon moving, or if it seemed like he just gorillaing it too much, I'm gonna say it. That don't mean I'm hating on Elon Musk, because I don't think like that. He might heal the world. He might find a cure for cancer tomorrow. Yeah. So I don't know what you're gonna do tomorrow. I just talk about what I seen you do today. That's all I do. I don't have those. I just don't have that bone in my body to be hating people or have a personal thing against people like that. I don't have it in me to do that. Go ahead.
No, man, it's just fun talking. I mean, because it's so, the world has been such a cookie cutter type of world for as long as we've been in it. And to just kind of see something different, like we said, we don't know what the end result is going to be, but it's just different. We ain't seen different. I've never seen different since I've been here on this earth. It's been the same playbook, just different individuals in those, positions to play that playbook. And for the first time, we seeing a different playbook. So it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey, look, I heard that. I'm glad I ain't driving one no more. Many said people getting death traps driving them Teslas. See, one thing about Flo, I know when to get in and I know when to get out.
It's funny you say that. My neighbor has one. It's funny that she says that, because I was just shoveling snow and my neighbor has a Tesla, and he made mention that somebody wrote something on the back of his window because he was driving a Tesla.
Wow.
I ain't gonna say what they wrote, but it wasn't.
Say it. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy like that. And he's Hispanic too, so they went crazy.
Wow, yeah, I figured out. Like, I wouldn't drive one now just because of the climate, but I definitely had one, and I was turning heads the whole time I had it. People didn't understand. I had one driving by itself, parking it with my phone. It was like a remote control car. It was a fun car now. I ain't gonna lie. It was definitely fun, and it was definitely fun moving it with nobody in and creeping people out. That was a fun part about having a Tesla. But I would just say that to say, y'all, I don't hate on nobody. I tell you what I feel about something at that moment, about what they did, and then I move on. So that's just my style. Like, I don't, because you never know man, I'm a comeback kid. Greg, come back. We all done came back from something. I can say that without even knowing y'all personally, and know that everybody has come back from something. So for me, I've come back so many times. I don't never judge nobody exactly on what they did right then and there. I'll speak on it truthfully. But in my mind, you have a chance to make up for it or do something, whatever. So I'm going to give you that. But I'm going to give you the truth on this right here that I don't like that you did. And that's how I do. What you think, Greg?
No, I feel the same way, man. I mean, I've always been that type. No matter what circles I'm in, no matter what I do, I've never been the fake. I don't even know how to do that. It's in our DNA. Maybe it's the people that raised us, our parents, our uncles, aunts, they kept it real. So I've always kind of stuck to that motto of, you're safer when you're telling your truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I tell people that all the time, Greg. I'm glad you said that. People wonder, that's what allow me to grow to where I've grown to without having to do all the smoke and mirrors and faking this and faking that. because I've been doing it like this from the beginning. I never tried to, use no fake game or smoking mirrors or fake it till you make it. I never did none of that. So what happened was it might have been a harder road at the beginning because I wasn't using all those extra props and all that extra like glitz and glamour stuff to make it look like something. But once I got rolling, all I had to do was just be me to keep going and keep growing. And so, like you said, Greg, when you live in your truth, when I come on here and I tell y'all exactly how I'm feeling, exactly how I am, shirtless, whatever, with a headband on, where I'm just comfortable, that's so much easier than every day I got to figure out what I can say, what I can't say, what did I say last time. I don't got to do none of that. All I got to do is wake up in the morning, cut this camera on, and tell y'all exactly how I feel. I don't got to get all glammed up. I don't got to get all button, suit, and tie and all that. I can come just like this. Why? Because I've been truthful from the start of it, and I'm just going to remain myself. I don't care how big this gets or how big whatever. It's just so much easier to just tell people how you feel, exactly the truth. It's so much easier, man. So much easier.
I agree.
You got some honey, Greg?
Yeah, I got all that.
Hey, y'all, get Greg together, man. You need some honey. What else?
They said some lemon. I got all that.
Lemon. Hey, look, Greg need honey and lemon. Is that it, Mini-Me?
And see, I don't think they understand like the climate that I'm in, because like today is 0. When I left out the gym this morning, it was 0 degrees outside, bro. When I got in my car and cut it on, it was 0 degrees. And they said tonight is gonna be below 7. So it's hard to get better when you're in this weather, you in and out, you're active. It's just tough, man. So it's like an ongoing process until, the weather straightens out and we get to spring, and summer. But wintertime, it comes with the territory, man. Born and raised in Michigan, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. So it's Mini-Me. You trying to say Greg's cough sound nasty? You don't want to hear it?
I didn't want her to hear it.
No, just
she ain't got to say it. I meant to hit the mute, but I was mid-conversation. That's what she was trying to say, y'all. That's what she was saying.
Mini-Me said, man, we don't want to hear all that.
Right. If I wasn't in the middle of saying something, she wouldn't have heard it.
Hey, next time I don't want to hear somebody's mouth, I'm gonna tell them, man, you got some honey.
Right.
Go take some honey. I don't want to
take some limited honey. Shut up.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Ayanna, like you said, just be you. That's the best way to be. And I'm living proof of that. Because ain't no way I'm supposed to be where I'm at if being you wasn't the way.
Right.
I done did it a whole nother. If somebody would have said that you was going to be in your PJs talking about news, and next thing you know, 500,000 followers, you're going to have a podcast and do this and do that. From that, starting from 0, I wouldn't believe it. But I'm living proof that just be yourself. Don't worry about yourself. Being yourself is the most valuable thing you can be because it's literally only one of you. So it's supply and demand. If it's only one in the supply, then the demand is crazy. So be you.
Facts.
Okay, let's talk about A$AP Rocky. Yeah, Greg, because we were supposed to dive into that. Now, Mini-Me, I like that subject. Nice, Ayanna. You've been a nice addition today to the lunchtime crew. Welcome, Ayanna. But Greg, so today I'm hearing that we supposed to possibly be getting a verdict?
I mean, I would think so. I mean, they went into deliberation on Friday, so you factor in the weekend. They probably didn't have them doing much over the weekend, so all the deliberation and analyzing other evidence, all that's probably happening as we speak. So, yeah, I wouldn't put it past tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah, we should be hearing guilty, not guilty any minute now.
Yeah, see, people saying, let's see, hold on. All right, so far, this is all I know. A$AP Rocky's lawyer, Joe, whatever his name is, expressed confidence in the rapper's upcoming exoneration as the jury in his ongoing assault case begins deliberations. Okay, so they're confident, but he said you never know what the jury is thinking. But we don't have anybody. Now, this is where I've been confused. Some people said he was facing 24 years, and then some people said he wasn't facing 24 years. Anybody can clear that? Can anybody clear that up for me?
No, he was facing 24 years, but they gave him. They gave him. What do you call it when you get the they give you a deal. And his deal, I think his deal was for 18 months.
Okay.
And he said, no, I want to take it to a jury. But yeah, it was 20-some years that was on the table. And then I guess his lawyers, negotiated and got it down to 18 months. And then A$AP was like, no, I want to take it to court.
Okay. So what everybody's saying about Gucci guilty? I didn't see that. What is everybody saying about A$AP Rally? The guy who was caught lying. Is he still on the chopping block, or did he make a comeback?
No, he didn't make no comeback.
Okay.
No, he was a disaster, and everybody know he was a disaster. So no, he didn't make no comeback. He gonna be the reason if A$AP walks, he's gonna be the main reason he walks.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So Mini said Gucci came out with a new cologne called Gucci Guilty. I didn't see that, but
I think I had Gucci Guilty.
I had the real Gucci Guilty, like by Gucci. But
that's what she means, right? Not the rapper. She talking about the rapper?
I don't know what she's talking about. Hold on, let me.
Because I've had Gucci Guilty before.
Me too. The real color by Gucci. Right. No, Gucci put out a perf. Oh, a perf. Was it for women now? I guess. Because Gucci always had Gucci Guilty for men, but I guess maybe she's saying that they put out a Gucci Guilty for women. Maybe that's what she's saying. And Shauna said, "Relly is a chump."
Yeah, Relly. Hey,
Relly was getting dragged like Steve. Hey, look, who was getting dragged worse last week, Relly or Stephen A?
I think that's a toss-up, bro. I mean, Steven got dragged, but his was a little bit more, friendly. Relly, they was, saying that he was the idiot of the world. So I think Relly.
Yeah, Relly. Yeah, because when I saw, that's why I had to ask you before I got on Too Bad. I had to ask you, did he make a comeback? Because all I saw was him getting dragged. Like, that's literally all I saw on my timeline. I was like, oh, A$AP got to get off.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was too many inconsistencies, lies. I seen at the end when they was getting ready to dismiss on Friday, the attorneys almost came to blows. Did you see that?
Yeah. We talked about that too. I was like, what the heck is going on?
I was like, man.
But what was they coming to blows about?
I just think it was because of something that was said. The attorneys didn't like what one of the other attorneys said to him. So yeah, it was crazy.
Wow, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what. Hey, look, Lauren said you hear about the man from Michigan that drove over 700 miles to set the house on fire of a man communicating with his ex. I ain't hear about that.
No, I ain't hear about that either.
I ain't hear about that. I just, hey, look, I'm gonna have to look that one up, Lauren. I didn't hear about that one, but they did go. They did throw the. They did almost throw hands though, those attorneys. But hey, Greg. So we didn't get y'all. Y'all don't know. Greg was a hooper back in the day. So from a former hooper, you know, when you say you was a hooper, that means you was a hooper. What you think about we talked about this earlier. What did you think about the All-Star weekend?
I liked it.
Okay. What'd you like about it?
It was I like the fact, you know, I like when they come up with things for the All-Star game and it actually works. Like, you know, I like the competition. I like the, you know, to the first team to 40, you know, it brought out some competition from the young guys to the old guys. You know, I kind of get tired of just the normal East West. You know, there's no real competition until like the fourth quarter, you know, and then by that time, typically the game's already, you know, too far, either east or west, you know, blowing one another out. So this time I like the format and I like the competition of, you know, the teams playing against each other. So yeah, I liked it, man. I liked the slam dunk contest. I didn't really watch the 3-point shooting contest, but I really like the winner of the slam dunk contest, man. He was off the chain. That he went crazy. But yeah, think? Overall, man, I liked it. I mean, I didn't like the move that your man pulled. You know, he always be doing that, you know, girly stuff, man. I mean, I know that's your boy from Akron and all of that, man. But I don't be liking some of the moves LeBron be pulling, man. I didn't like that, man. That last minute.
So you know, I'm gonna ask you a question. This is our segment where it's called "Like It, I Don't Like It." LeBron waiting, saying that he couldn't play an hour before the game. Like it or you don't like it?
You asking me or the chat?
I'm asking you.
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
And why?
Because, man, I mean, you know, LeBron could have just done what Giannis did. If he knew he wasn't going to, LeBron ain't just know an hour or two before the game that he wasn't going to be able to play in the game. That could have been another all-star, you know, another individual to take that spot for the all-star game. You know, you don't really get a chance to be an all-star, man. So I just felt like he took a spot from somebody that he could have, you know, it just seems selfish to me, man. And LeBron can be selfish sometimes for whatever reason because he don't need to be.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You struggling for ratings, right? You the NBA, you're an owner. Now we talking. I'm talking to the commissioner, Greg, the businessman, the one who got to make sure that these TV viewerships match these contracts. So I'm gonna ask you this: if you was putting an All-Star weekend together, would you want Norm Peterson or LeBron James to say that we're gonna be there?
Well, look, the All-Star game ain't really no, you know, he was gonna be there. LeBron was gonna be there.
No. I'm asking, okay, you putting on the event. I'm just asking from a business perspective. If you putting on the event, is this your thing? Would you want LeBron announcing that he not gonna play a week or 5 days before the event, your face of your league pretty much still? Or would you want to say, hey, LeBron ain't gonna be in it, we got this new guy? I'm just asking you from straight business perspective. What would you do? Or what would you prefer?
I mean, in that case, you got to go with the.
And I'm not making no excuse for LeBron at all. I'm just talking about from the businessman, because LeBron, I still think the right thing to do is for LeBron to say that way ahead, let the other person come. I agree with that. Like if it was me, that's what I would do. I'm thinking in my head, right? But what I'm just saying from the business aspect, like I can tell you probably saying they want LeBron there. So what I'm saying is, and you know, I was hard on LeBron this morning about all kind of stuff. So I don't give LeBron no pass. As a matter of fact, I said I had to apologize to Rich Paul and them on Apple, Spotify this morning from what I was saying. But I'm saying sometimes, as much as that's LeBron being the diva, everybody know that LeBron could be sometimes, but sometimes also it could be Adam Silver didn't want LeBron to say that. And then it all falls on LeBron. Because I just know from being a promoter, when you promoting something, you trying to make sure you make it look as good as it can. And saying LeBron ain't playing 5 days, 6 days, or however many days before the All-Star can really affect your viewership. That's just keeping it real. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because I don't think nobody discussed that angle of just as much as LeBron was being a diva by doing that and waiting to the last minute. I could see a lot of motivation for Adam Silver to not want LeBron to say he ain't playing until the last minute. So I don't know. So I was gonna say, I just want people to understand. Sometimes it be them. Don't let Adam Silver and them hide their hand, especially when it's something that benefit them.
Okay. All right. I feel you. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I also don't like when top dogs get to hide their hand and the worker get all the blame. I don't like that either. Because a lot of times, you know, Greg, because you've been in the business at high levels, a lot of times it be the money person that's calling them shots or saying this or that. But it's the guys like me who in front of your camera that get all the arrows in our back. So I just put that out there so people will know that's an option. I ain't saying it is. That could have been 100% on LeBron. I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even, this ain't even to stand up for LeBron because I don't have enough proof to say he ain't do that. If I was to put my money on it, I would say that was LeBron's decision. All I'm saying is, because nobody no sports analyst, nobody has made a point that it could have also been the leagues wanting that too. I just want to put that out there. That's all. But I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was a bad move, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, Adam Silver definitely was like, LeBron, keep your mouth closed until you show up at the arena with your regular clothes on. And then by the time game time, you still got your regular clothes on. It's too late. Everybody's tuned in. Everybody's locked in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what you said.
Yeah, but like I said, now, if you asking me what I think literally is right or wrong, I think it was wrong. I'm talking from the fan, from a basketball perspective, from, you know what I mean, from just right is right perspective. I think it was dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that. And I wouldn't think, like, you 20-some years in, let the other person come on in. You knew if you was playing or not. Because check this out. LeBron, it all looked funny to me, too, because check this out. LeBron could have easily played a little bit and then just ceremoniously went out. So it's a lot to that to me. I also think LeBron was good with it because he wanted to protest that game. Because a lot of people say, you know, you can't, you know, it'll affect your average You can't go for the scoring leader of the, like how Kobe and different people had 50, 40, and 50 points on All-Star. You can't do none of that. And so it could affect his points per game. And somebody like him, just like when LeBron said on that press conference, he was just talking about it. He was like, yeah, and they called us the OGs. That's pretty cute or whatever. He wasn't really talking about it. But if I'm reading his body language, I don't think LeBron even like the idea of sharing the All-Star Sunday night stage with people who won All-Stars. That's just me talking. I think LeBron was also because he wasn't hurt enough where he can't suit up and come in and do a couple plays and go out. You know what I mean? He could have did that. He didn't even want to do that.
Well, Draymond had a lot to say about the All-Star game, and he did not like it at all.
Okay. Tell us what Draymond said, G.
He said, that the individuals, like the younger guys, shouldn't have been out there. It should have just been like people wait a long time to be a part of the All-Star game. And, a lot of records are made during the All-Star game. A lot of history is made during the All-Star game. And he felt like this new format takes away from, individuals who worked hard all year long to get, to go to the All-Star game, get chose to go to the All-Star game. He felt like it took away, from those individuals,
Yeah.
So
he
didn't like it at all. But Oscar Robertson came in, I think today, and pretty much told Draymond to go sit down somewhere. That's
right.
pretty much what the big O told me. Like, man, go sit down somewhere, man. You're doing too much. Is how I deemed it from the conversation.
And yeah, that makes sense. And like to go back to like the commissioner idea. That's like if I said if tomorrow I knew that Greg wasn't gonna be on for lunchtime, we can't tell nobody until the last minute. I don't want to announce now that Tom Johnson gonna be on tomorrow that nobody know, because people might not tune in. But if I say at the last second, hey, Greg, his voice, he ain't have enough honey, everybody still might tune in anyway. So it's the same thing, man. Greg, if you ever miss it, I'm gonna tell everybody at the last second. I can't tell them G Money ain't gonna be on 24 hours before the show. Nobody might not come. That's all good, though. But dog, man. I was good with the dunk contest. I just wish the stars would get back in it. I was good with the 3-point contest. Too. The skills is always. That's a good little warm up, like for the 3 and up. I just think I wish the stars would play. I didn't like that. I don't like that the All-Star game format though. But I also agree with you that I don't like when they don't compete and they wait to the end of the fourth quarter. So I don't know what. Oh, 2 things. We got to talk about Wemby and Chris Paul cheating. But we also got to talk about this. They are talking about bringing out 1v1 next year.
They already doing it for the females.
Yeah, they talking about bringing it out for the males. And Kyrie said he ain't ducking no smoke. What y'all think about that?
You want my opinion?
Go ahead.
That would be the best All-Star weekend ever, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To see, because all the, the dreaming of, man, I wonder if LeBron played KD, who would win?
Right. And we get to see that.
Yeah, man. They need to
do that.
Yeah, I agree.
We get to see. Hey, look, we get to see. We always want to see what do somebody like Wemby and Kyrie. How would they one-on-one look?
Right.
Like
Right.
Wemby got the height, Kyrie got the speed and the Kyrie wizardry, and we never get to see what that one-on-one look like. But now we might. But I agree with you. They need to do that, Greg. They need to do the 1v1. That will bring All-Star Weekend back.
Did you
guess what? Another thing about the 1v1, I mean, it depends on how they do it, because if Kyrie in it, hopefully they could get a lot of real stars, right? But the thing about the 1v1 is, any NBA player, you're going to want to watch. I mean, you know, you definitely want to see like a Kyrie and a couple people we know, but any NBA one-on-one game or tournament will be sweet. What you think?
Yeah, because I mean, I looked at the females, you know.
Okay, the females was dope.
The WNBA players, and the top female just played I mean, the female she played was good too, but she wasn't her. Mm-hmm. And she got beat down.
Who got beat down?
The top WNBA player, the one who everybody thought was going to win in the 1v1.
Wow.
The other girl mopped her up.
Wow.
I think it might have been like 11 to 1 type of mop up.
Oh my God. You know, I was about to say, because what that 1v1 does is it gives lesser known talent a way to make a name for themselves.
Right.
And then people like Kyrie, you're going to have, because you don't have to have a bunch of stars, but if you just had Kyrie, you only really need one or maybe 2 or 3. Like if Kyrie in it, you could have a bunch of what's that guard for Boston and them type of guys. You know, just guys that we don't really even know. You can have a bunch of them in there, and we all gonna watch. And like you said, we might all be looking for Kyrie to win, and then somebody else that we like, wow, we got to get this other person some credit.
Right. I mean, because you got to think about it. If you got an opportunity to go 1v1 against LeBron, you trying to take his head off.
Right. I'm about to say, I'm sure they'll have it, but you're gonna need real referees for that too.
No, they have real referees. They do.
Okay, good. Because you know one thing about a one-on-one, especially when it's 2 people who both think they're supposed to win. I've been in it all the time because I was a hooper. I tell you, that was my first dream and the first thing I was good at in life, that I was better than a lot of people. But I don't care. I had a one-on-one against one of my good friends. It turned into a bloodbath, nearly a fight. Like one-on-ones, if you don't have a ref, you know what they can turn into, Greg.
I was just in Florida. This is funny. We were just in Florida. We had a full court basketball court in the backyard. And my girl's dad, we hooping, bro. And me and him almost came to fisticuffs, bro.
See? Y'all heard that? I ain't know this story. I just know nothing one-on-one against 2 competitive people is more violent than football.
Yeah, it's not a game, bro.
Me and my good friend that I played one-on-one, before we played one-on-one, we never had an argument in our life. We played one-on-one, and we was trying to unalive each other. Because you know what happened? I started backing him down, posting up. He started pushing me in the back with his forearm. And then I started clearing him out with my elbows. And then he started elbowing. And next thing we know, it's football now.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who won at that point.
I can't even tell you right to this day because we quit. It got so crazy. we just, you know, he grabbed the ball and just threw it like 4 yards down the street somewhere.
Man. Yeah, y'all. If y'all didn't know, I don't know how many sports people we got in the chat, but a one-on-one a one-on-one basketball game against 2 people who both don't want to lose, You ain't never seen nothing more violent.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And
But
then an hour later, you back cool like it ain't.
Yeah, back cool.
Right.
Yeah, everything cool. But hey, Greg, let's announce this. Knight says, speaking of Kyrie, I watched what's called Uncle Buck. I think I guess he said we should watch that. Watch it this weekend. It's a good movie. I'm gonna check that out. Also, yeah, 1v1 is always heated. See, Lauren, though, now it's cool when it's two people who don't care who lose. But when you got a one-on-one and neither one of them want to lose, or they got some money on it, hide your kids.
Yes, it could get ugly.
Greg, where do you think Aaron Rodgers is gonna wind up?
That's a good question, bro. I haven't really thought about it. Probably New Orleans.
Okay.
That's probably where he's gonna end up. But then they just got a new coach, young, the one who's the offensive coordinator for Philly, who just took them to the Super Bowl. He's the new coach for New Orleans. So, man, Aaron Rodgers got a lot of baggage with him, and his last outing as a quarterback wasn't all that great. So he fighting an uphill battle. Plus, he 40. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
So, I don't know, man. He might end up at New Orleans or a smaller market team who needs some cachet and a name. Like Jacksonville they got the rookie still. I mean, not rookie, but they got the number 1 draft pick quarterback. So maybe not Jacksonville. But one of those teams that needs some cachet, need a name to kind of boost them ticket sales up, like a Carolina.
Like a Carolina, yeah, I can see that.
But he might not even go to a Carolina. He gonna Aaron until he can't Aaron no more. So he gonna be arrogant along, throughout the process. So it's gonna have to be somewhere that he wants to go. You ain't just getting him because you want to sell some tickets, but your team is not all that great. He ain't going for that. He want to go somewhere where he could potentially win.
Right. You're right about that.
He might be in Cleveland.
Nah, I don't want him. Hey, look, we done had everybody's old 50-year-old quarterback. Don't throw him on me. Hey, look, you see, I ain't mentioned, as much as I love to talk about my Browns, you see, I ain't bring them up when y'all start talking about Aaron Rodgers. Hey, no shade against Aaron Rodgers, but we are tired of everybody's has been used to be quarterbacks. We gotta draft us a young blood. Don't be trying to give us Flacco part 2. They try to give us all the quarterbacks who was the stuff back in the 90s. Nah, I know we the Browns, but you can't just give us anything. We still got pride.
So if you got Aaron and Devontae, you wouldn't go for that?
Oh, I'd go for it. I'd go for that. But I'm saying I'll go for that. But I want a young quarterback out this draft. I know that. Or I'm gonna bash the Browns all year if they don't draft a quarterback.
No, they're gonna draft.
I'm telling y'all right now.
No, they're gonna draft a quarterback.
See, so if they draft one, do you think? Because he should do well. I don't know. You think Shador or whoever we draft would sit behind Aaron for a year or two?
Yeah.
If you think that, that's the best case scenario. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I would like to have Aaron if one of those young guys is willing to sit for a year or maybe 2.
It ain't gonna be him though, because he ain't gonna be willing to sit. Him or his daddy ain't gonna allow that to happen.
See, now we back at square one.
Yeah.
Come on in. Keep Aaron Rodgers out of Cleveland. Y'all don't
Man.
want me. I'm about the biggest media guy in Cleveland. You don't want me screaming. I had Deshaun Watson's people running up on me in Miami trying to stand up for him because I had been calling him out so much. Right. And I was in Miami, and it was like his childhood friend he grew up with and stuff. I was like,
he might retire though.
Huh?
Aaron Rodgers might just say, forget about it. He didn't make enough money.
He might do that. He might do that.
I think he still got the
look, we're gonna take. I like what we them boys said. I ain't mad at you either. Who is your team? We them boys. He said we gonna tank for Archie. Hey, look, Arch Manning is like destined to be a great quarterback. I think it's written in a book. Like he just got the name and the pedigree. It's like he automatically got to be Peyton #2.
And he got the game.
Yeah, he got the game. Oh yeah, I've been watching him since high school. He got the game. So who is your team? We them boys.
Cowboys. You see who he put up
there.
Okay,
Cowboys. Okay. Oh yeah. Y'all.
He stay in pain. We them boys stay in pain.
Yeah. Hey, look, we them boys, and especially recently, we've been happy. Brian, we get to see somebody else heart get broke every Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ben Johnson, the coach, is amazing for us. Okay, we got some sports fans in here. That's what I like about our crew. We can talk about everything. Yeah, that's what make it fun. You know what I'm saying, Greg?
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
Current events and sports. And that's the two things I love to talk about.
A lot of good brain power, intellect. That's what it's about, man.
Yep. They go, hey, you and Lauren was crying together.
Mm-hmm.
So we got, because y'all know Greg, a big Lions fan, and Lauren said go Lions. So I wish we was doing these lives back in the playoffs that Monday. You and Lauren could have talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, Lauren, you know Lauren. It's a touchy subject. I mean, broke our hearts. Man, my first football game ever was the Detroit Lions back in the day when it was at the Silverdome. I went with the church. The church had you know how the church do, take the kids to the football games. And that's when I fell in love with the Lions. And I've been a Lions fan ever since. Yep. That's what happened.
Hey, look, so that's a good story. Lauren had to one up you. Lauren said she got engaged at a Lions game. In other words, Lauren said you can keep your little story, Greg.
Right. Dang. Lauren just buried me.
I got engaged at a Lions game.
She buried me.
Your story was cute, Greg, but
yeah, she got to the real. Yeah, she got to the real.
Yeah, she got to the real. She might have been on
the Globatron. Yeah, she probably was on the Globatron and everything.
That's why I said I pictured the something flying around in the air. Even though, hey, look, I don't know if y'all got a dome. They flew in the dome. They had
we had a dome back then. Yeah, we had a dome.
The blimp flew in the dome and had Lawrence and her husband. No, her husband said, "Will you marry me to Lauren?" And the big blimp came across. That's how I'm picturing it.
Yeah, man, she was on the big Tron. Yeah.
So what was your story? Hey, Greg, I don't even remember. What was your story again? What'd you say? What was your story?
I don't even remember.
What was Greg's story, y'all? Lauren just shut it down. I don't even remember. Greg said he was at
I was a kid at church, and it don't even matter because the proposal took the kid in church out.
Yeah, but I think his first Lions game, it was a church trip with the school, and then Lauren said she got married on the 50-yard line. But that's dope, though, for real. And so, my boy Felix, you said New York everything. So, what you New York Giants?
Oh, I feel for him.
Hey, Felix, you New York Giants, the Jets, New York what? let's be specific. We need to know what team that we need to give you some crap about when they lose. Oh, sweet. Okay. Look, Shauna know how she learned the art of whether you know about the sport or not, just cheer and root.
You see, she said her husband played for the Browns. You ain't see that earlier?
I ain't see that.
Yeah, her husband played for the Browns.
Oh man, Shauna just moved all the way to the top of the leaderboard of the crew right there. What?
Yeah,
you know, I'm a Brown fanatic. What's I mean, you might want to say who? Oh, Pepper
Johnson.
That's my dog.
What the heck?
Shauna, if I told my dad,
wow,
if I told my dad your husband was Pepper Johnson, he would. I would have to make sure I told him he was sitting down first. I know about Pepper Johnson because of my uncles and my dad. I mean, I used to watch him, but I'm saying they used to love Pepper Johnson. They used to love Pepper Johnson. That's what's up. Tell your husband that my family was probably the biggest Pepper Johnson family fans ever in Cleveland. You know about Pepper, Greg?
Yeah, I know about Pepper Johnson. Absolutely. I think, didn't he used to play for the Giants too?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he used to play for the Giants too. Because, you know,
we was all, man, my uncles love Pepper Johnson. Every time Pepper Johnson did something.
I think he used to play with my peoples from Flint, Carl Banks back in the day.
Yep. Carl Banks.
Yeah.
Wow. That was when our defense was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, that's when we had our defense. We had Bubba, like we had the front seven was crazy. Our cornerbacks, Minifield and Dixon was crazy. Man, we had some, man, I don't even want to talk about that. Y'all about to make me, I hate this new team. Tell Pepper I hate this new team. I want the old Browns back. Pepper, ask Pepper, can he suit up again? We need some OG blood.
We did it. We interviewed on our podcast. We interviewed Carl Banks, and he talked about Shauna's husband. If you ever listen to it and listen to it,
Hey, Shauna, we got an interview that Greg did with his podcast, The Flint Story. We might have to debut that on this channel to get y'all acquainted, because he did do a great episode where he interviewed Carl Banks.
No, it's crazy.
I didn't know
I said it was crazy, man. Carl Banks.
Yeah, we might have to. Hey, Greg, we might have to drop that on the channel, especially if we go ahead and have our meeting.
Okay.
That we were supposed to have yesterday.
Right.
Wow, so that's good news though. So shout out to you, Shauna. Big fan of Pepper. I grew up, my whole family swore by that whole team.
He from here. He from Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So she's got her wedding dress from the Banks store in NY.
Banks that's
chain. That's sweet. But that's what I like about this community, man, because we talk about everything. Everybody has a story, and we interested in everybody's story. Yeah, I don't just want to hear about me. Greg just don't want to hear about him. I want to hear about y'all, and y'all want to hear about us. And that's the beauty of this thing that we do. Is everybody is happy for everybody, and everybody roots for everybody. And that's what we about, ain't it, Greg? Me and Greg ain't never hated on each other.
Never.
And we've been doing all kind of big business, small business, made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, and we ain't never switched up. Never hated either.
Never. And we ain't even told y'all them stories yet.
Hey, look, everybody say bye to KC Knight. Said that they got to go back underground, and they're gonna go finish the morning episode to help. And make sure you join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us at lunchtime with Greg at 12 p.m. noon. Everybody, I think we got, let's do the we outs. We about to get on out of here. We ARC, hey Greg, I told him we love our people so much. I did 2 in the morning, and we just did 2 just to make up, because I know a lot of people wanted to do this yesterday. Because I know when my favorite podcaster or YouTuber, when they don't update in a day, I'll be like, man, I wanted some new stuff to listen to. So I felt that. So even though it was a 3-day weekend, I said when I come back in, we gonna be on long. We're gonna make it up for my crew. Because y'all know I love my crew, y'all love me, we love each other. And we're gonna keep doing what we do. So let's get up out of here. Oh yeah, I had a taco before. Because what I've been doing, y'all, is I be getting so hungry while we doing this lunchtime live. What I do is I've been getting my lunch before. So I had a couple shrimp tacos before we got started today. So everybody enjoy the lunch. Let's get the we outs. Like the live, share the live. Tell everybody we got the #1 live on YouTube. The Flow Show, No Filter. Breakfast crew, lunch crew. We all. It's all love. Let's hit our. Y'all made this our theme music. So every time we get out of here, we're gonna go out to our song.